listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's American Idol After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's American Idol After Show.
We are totally discombobulated, guys. What is up, Idol Nation? Hey, guys, it is American Idol time. That's right. We all know Bing is for doing, and what are we doing? We're doing another after show for AfterBuzz TV. I'm JC, and joined always by my main man. That's right, Mr. Mark Allen.
What's going on? I was trying to get a little simple today. With just a hat. Yeah. But you came here looking like you're straight off a plane from Miami.
I knew you were gonna go. Yeah. We've been having trouble with YouTube the last few days, so I didn't think we'd kind of be on.
Right, yeah.
So, I can invest in an iron, so it's a little bit wrinkled, but hey, it's all right.
Good.
We're the everyday man. We would just make it work.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm already plugging the stuff. Hey, before I go any further, we got to plug in the chat roll. That's right. Our motley crew of the guys are sending us messages right now. That's right. We're on, guys. We're doing this show for you because we've got the last 20 minutes of tonight's show was insane.
Yeah, we got lost in the middle a little bit. Or all right, when was this going to... Okay, and then what happened?
Woo! Man. I mean, seriously, we've got everything. We've actually got a little game later on today that it's called Idol Me, some news and notes, and of course, we got to start with our recap.
Yeah, we got to.
Yes, because last week, he and I got in a bit of a spat over who was going home.
A little bit. Well, the thing about last week is that, according to your Dial Idol...
It's not mine. It was just,
yours. You own it.
The internet.
You own it. The show was already on the East Coast, so there was some voting already going on. And by the time we were finished with the show, there was only a few thousand votes. I don't know, from the West Coast. Right. And you said the only person that you said was not in danger was Skylar, and then you forgot about it, and then you sent her home. Oh, and then that's why she went home. I think people watched our show and this was like, oh wow, that's crazy. She can't go home. And then you said she's gonna go home. They were confused, and now she's gone.
I did not forget what I was saying. I knew it all along. I was going against America and Dial Idol. Okay, maybe I was a little confused myself, but. Yeah. Yeah, Dial Idol got it wrong because they measure the busy tone on a phone signal for people calling certain idol contestants. Right. But then what that tells me is that all the votes are actually being by text and by online.
Oh, see? So, unless, so it said that basically she's going to finish 1 through 4. Right. Was that for sure, or was that just the numbers right then, and then by the end of the whole voting process... No, even after we got off, because after we finished the show, we do like a little powwow, and we talk about what we liked, what we didn't like. He makes fun of me a little bit. But it still said that she was safe. She was the only person that was absolutely safe. I guess people need to invest more in, dial phones. Yeah, internet. Home phones. Get interactive, which also reminds us, we got to talk about iTunes, guys. If you're not watching us live, make sure you listen to us on iTunes, and make sure to rate, comment us, tell us if you like us, and better yet, tell a friend. And if they tell us, then that keeps not only our lights on, but it keeps us sitting in these chairs so we can bring you the awesome content we bring every week. Absolutely. And if you guys, agree with his choices and his shirts, then let us know. If you don't, maybe he can go on, AfterBuzz TV and then hit the Amazon banner and then maybe buy a shirt, off Amazon. That's true. They have shirts there too, right? They do, and they've also, Mother's Day is coming up as well, so you can get your mom some flowers, but make sure you go through AfterBuzzTV.com and just click on the Amazon banner, and it'll give us a few cents to the dollar, and it helps us all out, guys, so keeps the wheels turning. Thanks for that. Yes. So we got through the, I know she was your favorite, she was one of your favorite. How did you feel about Skylar leaving, man? Well, from weeks and weeks ago, I thought she was going to, finish top 3. And I said 3rd place, but I really, in the back of my mind, I was thinking that she wouldn't make it that far. Right. But after last week, I was convinced like she could absolutely win this thing because she was personable. Her voice was getting better and better each week. She had fun performances and just those big vocals. Just I finally felt like she could win the whole thing, which you weren't in agreement with completely.
Yeah, because I said she was going home.
Yeah, but
not gloating. Yes, I know.
So I guess it just didn't work out. But
you know what? It's probably it's not even because of the overall season. Overall, I think Skylar was more consistent than, let's say, Holly.
Correct.
You know, but what's happening is that Holly started peaking. She started cresting at the right time.
Yeah, so you never know with the votes if people are, they think somebody's safe, so they're not going to vote for them or whatever. But the country following is so huge that I thought that would carry Skylar at least to the top 2, especially after last year when they had the 2 country stars that were in the top 2. I think Skylar's better than Lauren from last year. Oh. You know what I mean? So I mean, she got 2nd place, but it all depends on the voting, the song choices. I don't even know what goes on. Either does Dial Idol. So
so with that said, we are no longer doing a Dial Idol or Zabba Search countdown because basically, I think you know what, we're better than that.
Yeah, we should just do our own thing. Yeah, wait, we do.
We do. We've gotten it. Yeah, oh yeah. So that brings us up to today. So what'd you think overall tonight?
All right, I felt like the girls won round 1.
Okay.
Then I felt like we were lost in the middle. We had a better duet here and there, and then the ending was just ridiculous. I'm so glad it ended that way.
And this is not ridiculous bad. This is ridiculous, like,
yeah, sorry,
transcendent.
It was just I don't know how so many great performances just packed into that last 20 minutes. It was almost perfect.
Yeah,
almost perfect.
Okay.
You know, because at this point in time, you have to have a moment each time, especially on the song that you think is going to, is a song that you wish you wrote. You have to come through with that because that's you as an artist. We wish you wrote that song. You want to sing songs like that. And, good isn't good enough anymore.
Yeah, and we've been saying that it's no longer the bad performances. It's the great ones that stay.
Right.
If it's good, you got to go. Yeah. And starting with our front runner pretty much all season is Philip Phillips. Philip Phillips, he's been my boy since he's been my horse from the beginning, but just he's falling out of favor with me, and this is bad because we all think that he's pretty much gonna win this thing,
right?
If you're going by white guy with a guitar, by the overall female fan base he's got, even once again Julianne Hough and Ryan is still jealous over Philip Phillips, and heck, even Alan Shankman, the director of Rock of Ages, you can see him making goo eyes towards Philip Phillips. It's like
there was the Philip Phillips show, especially in the little segments.
You said that tonight,
Yes, and you know what I liked about the beginning last week, and they didn't give him crap for it, which I don't understand. But the whole time of the season,
yes.
And then he's like, my family would tell me if it was bad or not. Like my family's different. If it's bad, they'll still say it was great. And then but for him, he's like, they will tell me the truth. And like his brother-in-law said that time of the season was bad. They had a little, his brother from last week. Yeah. So I was like, wow, that's crazy because that's what we were thinking last week, that it wasn't anything special.
Now in Philip's defense, supposedly what I've been hearing, I went to a function last night and I ran into someone that I guess knew some of the medical staff on Idol, and they said that he's just really hurting.
Yeah.
And Jimmy has alluded to that last week, saying with the kidney stones, and he's just got a lot of stuff going on. So
is that why he's so nonchalant? Every time. Yeah.
It's the meds.
Yeah,
perhaps but I will say this week though, it seemed like he had a little more bounce to his step.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the last 2 weeks, I think he just phoned it in. I don't know, just there was that spark that was missing.
Right.
He just, especially like time of the season, just. Oh.
What'd you think about Have You Ever Seen the Rain? His first song.
And I said he stayed in his lane. He's playing it right because right now is not the time to take chances. Especially with 4 left, you could have done that weeks before when you know.
Well, I think I wouldn't say it's not a time to take chances. I think for his vocal ability and his style of music, then chances shouldn't be taken.
Not in the same sentence.
You know what I mean? Because with Joshua, I don't know if they're really chances with Joshua because he can just I don't even know how he sings like that. But so I agree with you with Phil. I don't think he should be taking too many chances. He should just do what he does best. and he didn't have his guitar on the first song.
Oh yeah.
But I felt like it was a cool vibe. It was very smooth, and he looked comfortable. I thought it was a great choice just for a solid song.
So see, like, listen to what you just said. Those words, solid, and just like I almost want to say coasting.
Yeah.
It almost seems like he's just. It was better than last week. Anything was better than last week for Philip Phillips.
I agree.
But it just still seems like it's almost like a coronation perhaps.
Yeah.
And he needs to be careful because some of the other contestants may have something else to say about it, and we'll get to them in just a minute because I'm still digesting what they did those last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But Philip Phillips, Randy was like he didn't like the beginning, and I frankly was like it was okay, it wasn't bad. But what I wanted to talk about was Randy and his blazer.
Woo, man. You mean Farnsworth Bentley?
Yeah,
that's what he looked like to me. Puffy's old assistant.
Was it Ronnie? Were you the one talking about the blazer that it reminds you of ice cream, or was that on the show?
That was on the show. That was Ryan.
Oh, see, Ryan and Ronnie, they're very similar, so that's why I was just like I didn't know who said it.
Both close friends.
Yes, but I don't know about the blazer, man. It kind of made my eyes bleed.
I loved it. I loved the tie too. I liked all of it.
It made my eyes bleed, but I still wanted to continue looking at it.
Yeah, you could have worn it over that shirt.
Ouch, it's sherbet, all right? I'm wearing sherbet.
It looks salmon-y.
It is a salmon. It's a salmon sherbet.
All right, you guys let us know. Call us, let us know, 424-256-1729 if this is sherbet or salmon. But let's move on to his next song, Volcano. Speaking of salmon-colored stuff, like Volcano. This is bad segue. Okay, anyway.
Speaking of.
Volcano.
I've never heard that song before.
And is that a good or bad thing?
I would say it was a bad thing if it didn't do it perfect. That was my favorite, probably one of the top 2 performances of Philip Phillips this whole time. That was a song, Damian Rice.
Right.
What we've heard I haven't heard this song from him, but it was a Philip Phillips song. It was perfect. I love with the background singer. They had some cool shots with him singing, and the mic was different. And it was perfect. It was perfect. I love those kind of songs.
I think you were seduced by the shots.
I was.
With the girl and the guy. It was cool. Yeah.
But I really like what which he usually says great
Randy?
things that make a lot of sense. Well, no, Steven Tyler is similar. But I love how he said, that's the kind of song that you can put headphones on and just listen to over and over and over again. I'm listening to a song now, Ed Sheeran, the A-Team, and I listen to it over and over and over again. And this song, I'm going to download this song tonight. I'm going to go on iTunes and I'm going to get our podcast after the show. But then I'm going to go and get the song.
Absolutely, it was great to see him back.
Yeah,
because we forget how long the show's. We've been going on for close to 4 months. So we've seen the highs and lows, and very early on he was so strong, and then there was just that dip, and now it's neat to see him come back again, even though his first song was good, but this song was great. Yeah. I absolutely loved it.
It wasn't to Dave Matthews Band.
Right.
It was Phil. It was
Finally.
Phil. It was Phil. It wasn't even Philip. It was Phil.
It even reminded me of someone. His name is Robbie Rosa. And it's a it's an album called Mad Love. If you guys don't know it, check it out. It's a good 5 or 6 years old. It's like Spanish pop, but it had that kind of like haunting vibe to it in the song. And I loved it. I actually really, I'm probably going to download this. There's a lot of songs to download tonight off of just tonight's episode alone. Probably more than any other episode.
Yep.
So he'll be fine. He's got his whole fan base. I don't know if he's in trouble, but
every time, even in the duets where he, you kind of pointed out that it's not the best for him.
Yeah.
But the girls still scream every time he even picks up the mic. It's crazy, and I kind of feel bad for Joshua here and there, but
you were keeping a scream count. I remember everything.
Yeah, there is.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, JC? They're screaming.
Here it comes. Like, wait for it, and there it is. And I was like, wait, that's not them. That's you, JC.
I'm the screamer. Okay. Speaking of screamers, let's move on to Joshua Ledet.
Oh, yes.
The guy who we thought was too churchy in the beginning, but
he just brings it every single night.
I was afraid with You Raise Me Up because it's a big song. He's a big singer. It shouldn't be a problem, but that song is such an iconic song for Josh Groban. You think of Josh Groban, you think of 2 or 3 songs, and that's one of them. So what was he going to bring to it? And I felt more of a churchy vibe to it. He took us to church. The problem for me was the last few weeks he's had so many strong performances. I'm gonna have to downplay this one.
Yeah, it's hard to compare this song to his other songs
that he's been doing. Yeah,
yeah. It's like I think he's been watching The Voice because 2 weeks ago Chris Mann sang this song, and he's like a replica of Groban. And you know, I like the fact that Josh could bring something different to it.
Right.
But I just didn't think that he brought it fully to his standards.
Okay.
Yeah, Josh. And then last week there was another song. It's a Man's World. Was sang on The Voice, and now Josh is singing it again.
Really? See, you're the singing reality competition insider.
I like it. I like him. But so the first song was okay. I had a feeling. I thought it was going to be, since it's such a huge song, that he was going to just have some crazy runs at the end, but he really didn't.
Really, you were underwhelmed by the end.
Yeah. However,
okay,
the second song was my favorite performance of his thus far, which is a long time, a lot of songs we've seen. So like Philip Phillips, my favorite song that he's done. Now the second song for Josh with the song that he wished that he wrote. It's a man's world. Mm-hmm. I was speechless. I didn't even have to write anything down. I was so captivated. The whole song was just showed so many different elements. I mean.
In talking about both his songs, I will say the end of "You Raise Me Up" I thought was phenomenal. Though I will say that the song itself, but you know how we always say they always finish so strong. Yeah, that end for me, I felt pride, like thinking, hey, what are his parents saying? And they showed his mom at the end, but I even wrote, I wonder what his father must feel just seeing his son on that stage, and as they're raising him up, and it's a very home extreme makeover. They're pulling at my heartstrings, and I'm. Hook, line, and sinker. Well, I missed my own cheek.
His whole family was afraid of flying, and now they're all kind of have overcome that. That's kind of crazy that they're all
Idol
afraid to
gives
fly.
back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They're helping.
That's that American Idol Nation out there.
There we go.
Just giving back.
Idol Nation, holler at us in chat roll, of course. Let us know what you're thinking. But the second song, the connection that he had to the song. That's what created. That's what came out of his voice. You know, he can do anything he wants with his voice, but just the way he told the story, you knew that he's been singing this all his whole life. That song, it's not like last week the Bee Gees song where he learned it in 15 minutes flat and gave one of the best performances this season. Yep. But this song was transcendent. You didn't know what he was going to do next. You couldn't wait to see what he was going to do next. I was in my seat. And as he was hitting each part of the verse, as he was moving further on the song, I was going further back. So I was like, oh my God, what's he going to do next? What's he going to do next? What? Oh my God. And that last high-pitched song, I think I went, ah!
Yeah, we couldn't even believe it. Because he would like do some crazy stuff on this side and then like lean to the other side and like hit some other notes. It was ridiculous.
He owned it.
It was ridiculous.
He owned the stage. The judges were like they were trying to figure out when they could get up, because the song just moved you. It propelled me out of the seat. However, we were in like a lazy boy thing, so it's hard for me to get out.
but you did. No,
but that song, he just slayed it. It was his best song.
I couldn't think of a better song for him.
Best song he's done thus far, as you said. Yeah. So imagine if he stays. What else does he have in store? How do you top that? How do you top?
I don't know. My hat is off to him. Well, not literally. I'm going to keep it on.
Yeah, because you got hat hair. If you're not watching, he's got hat hair tonight. But no, he's got a huge voice. I think I'm so glad he stayed, and I think he's getting stronger. And speaking of someone who's been getting stronger over the last few weeks, it's our little, who I call America's daughter, and that's Holly.
Yes.
I think Holly is just like the girl that America roots for. She's the underdog. She's been the dark horse, and the last few weeks she's really picked it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did she pick it up tonight?
I think she was still very consistent. The first song, well, I like how they were showing her last season. You know, how she, even in her audition, she was, crying after, I think she sang one song, and then she was kind of crying as they were talking to her about it, how maybe this is not going to work out. And then she, they asked if she could do another song, and she did The Climb, and ended up making it through and making it to the top 25 or top, whatever it is, right before they go on to the actual show. And it was just really cool to see her journey and how they kind of gave her all that hope. And she really, practiced this whole last year and came back and just has made a pretty good run.
Yeah, because J-Lo called it. It was neat to see that J-Lo actually, Ronnie will like this, J-Lo had one of the greatest statements this season because she actually said last year that Holly, if she waited a season or two, could very well win Idol.
Yeah.
And it's neat to see that a year later.
Oh, so this girl, Holly, was on last season? Or
yeah,
they let him go multiple times like that?
No, they'll let you go on up to, you can't be on Idol if you make it past Hollywood Week. I mean, does that make sense? Yeah, if they make it up to the top 25, and if they don't make it past that, they can come back again.
Well, it's such a great opinion. I'd listen to anything J-Lo says as well. So there you go.
And of course, we're continuing
for the most part.
Yeah.
Tonight, she kind of got on my nerves.
Oh really? Oh man! And I was just about to make a plug of like J-Lo night because America's Best Dance Crew tonight was talking about J-Lo night and just continuing the J Love Fest, but
yeah, usually it's a love fest. Well, here's the thing: like the first song, "Faithfully" by Journey, which of course Randy had to talk about how he used to play bass for them, played it a million times. Yo, and I don't know. I thought it was a simple, very sweet, technically great performance for her. I thought she came out and just was so comfortable. And I felt like she sold it. Great song choice, and the last run that she had was really sick too. Like I don't know how she has so much breath inside of her.
Right.
To just the last run that she did, I was like, you just did that all in one breath. It was ridiculous.
There's just something. I've been saying it all season, and I think she took a slight step back this week. Well, on the first song, well, actually both. Okay, actually both songs, but this song, just something about her tonally, I just don't agree with. She has the chop. She's gonna get it. And like half of the stuff she does, I think is phenomenal. Like that end run gave me chills. It really did. I was ready to like, oh my gosh, she took a step back, and I even wrote something about her tone just doesn't agree with me. But she kills the end.
Always, yeah. She has that higher register tone too, very similar to a really big YouTube artist, Christina Grimmie, which is kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just so simple and sweet, and like the small vibrato at the end. It's just that it's very pure. It's my favorite part of when she sings, and so I thought the first song was great. I don't think it's a huge step back with the second song. I think they were out to get her for the second one. Like I mean, it was good. I think it was just as good as Joshua's first song that he did. I think for the first round, I think Holly was in the top two. From all of them, I think her and Jessica Sanchez were the top two for the first round. But the second song, "I Can't Make You Love Me," I felt like it was a solid song. I felt like, she connected with it. And they were even saying like it seemed like she was like fake, using fake emotion or just feeling like she had to have emotion. But it was good. It wasn't great compared to the other performances. Like Philip had a perfect song, Josh had a perfect song, and Jessica had a perfect song. So it's hard to compete with that in this competition. But I think they were definitely. It seemed like they were out to get her though after that second song.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah,
with the judges.
Really?
With the judges.
Like what? She wasn't over vibrato.
That's what I wrote even before J-Lo said it. I swear to you. I said,
no way.
Why does she have to add vibrato to every line in the end of like every little sentence in the song? I think she just uses too much vibrato. That's what I thought. I wrote that out. I was just like, why? I mean, it almost takes away. If you're doing it at every line, let's say Jessica.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I just didn't notice it. I mean,
yeah, no, for me, and this is going back to what Phillips did in the first song, where he stayed in his lane, because right now it's the finish line. The light is at the end of the tunnel. This is where you just got to focus on your fan base and what got you here. And I think she got away a little bit from her lane. I even wrote she didn't play in her lane.
I don't think she had a moment with that song, and it was hard to have a moment with that. But the whole kind of talk about like, oh, I know you're young and you can't really connect with it because you don't have the emotion, you haven't had a breakup. I mean, you're 19 years old. That's when girls like are the craziest. I mean, I know J-Lo's had like 5 relationships in the last 5 years, but
she's dating a 19-year-old. Come on.
So I understand that she might have more emotion just because of how many relationships she's been in. But 19 years old, you can connect with that. You can. 19 is not that young.
All right, so guys, tell us who's right or wrong, because we obviously agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible when they were just just burying her in the ground.
I had two. I had two bad songs for me, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
And my next least favorite song was Jessica Sanchez.
Really? Why are you trying to sell that to me? Like, I'm not gonna believe it.
I don't know.
What did she sing? I forget.
Etta James.
Oh yeah.
The Etta James Steal Away. I didn't understand. I'm still smarting with what Jimmy Iovine said last week. That she's 16 and they had her in that dress last week and it was very like really short and they try to mature too much. And this song, like, I thought it was completely wrong for her. It was the wrong song. She's a phenomenal singer. She's got almost the same tricks that Joshua does, just the wide variety of little vocal hooks and, you know, things that she can do. But this song, I don't think it was right at this point of the competition for her. Absolutely not. I think this song could put her in trouble. I think this could seriously jeopardize Jessica. This song.
Do you want her not to be mature? You want her to like dress up in like a onesie or what?
No. No.
I think I like the mature thing. I like that she has so much feeling, and she did like a cool falsetto and like the grunting that she was doing, the growling. I thought it was sick. It was a side that we haven't really seen of her yet. I mean, we've seen so many sides of her, the BB Ches, the actual Jessica Sanchez, and I felt like you can't do. The second song wouldn't have been as good if this song was more in her lane, just not in. It was more not, I wouldn't say in her lane, but more more of an easy pick, just to like go out there and sing a solid song. I don't think she had a moment, but I thought it was like a cool performance, and she kind of, you know, walked the crowd and just made it simple or whatever. I mean, it didn't compare to the second song, but the first song, I didn't think it was that bad. I think it was better than Joshua's first song.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, dude.
But
we're just disagreeing all sorts.
Yeah. No, I feel like the girls brought it the first round compared to I mean, like Phil and Josh. I mean, I think that was a little more of a safe bet than what she did. I don't know. She's always good though. I mean, yes, you're very critical because she has so many great performances. Same thing with Joshua. Like that's why the first song I was like, that's all right, but not as good and crazy as you can get. Yeah. But I just don't think she could have did. The only way that she would have got the feeling and everything that I think that you like from it, if she would have did a song very similar to the second song, but then it would have been like, you know, she's trying to show some range and ability.
Or pick something. It could have been upbeat. It didn't have to be a torch thing. It could have been a different Etta James song. What if she would have done? Well, you're okay. Agreeing with your point. Dang it, I hate when he's right. If she would have sang like At Last or something.
It's the same exact thing. But I thought it was cool. It was fun. She showed some cool tricks. And she just made it look easy in the first song.
I just think it's the wrong song. And I guarantee, all right, gentleman bet, Jimmy's going to say, it was the wrong song. I can't do Jimmy this week. You know,
it was too good last week. That's why.
I think.
All right, for her, here's what she needs to do.
Is Mark's attempt at Jimmy Iovine.
That was it.
That's not bad. No, but Jessica could be in trouble. No, but we both failed.
No, that was the best impersonation in this entire American Idol nation. I just wanted to say that. That was excellent.
Well, it's huge.
For the nation.
That one was for the nation.
Ronnie's giving us a hard time because we're going with the Idol Nation thing.
I was just glad I got to watch a little bit of the episode. I think it is funny. The part I was watching was the least interesting. And then I leave, and then you guys come back and join me later, and they're like, oh,
JC's crying.
The moment you left, it got really good. So I don't know if I had a curse on American Idol, but
Ronnie, I wish Ronnie would have left before Holly performed. So that way
I feel like I had bad energy or something. I don't know. My bad.
And that's Ronnie Black Cloud Jr. Storm Cloud. No, but that's
chipper.
That's you are chipper. Okay, I'm sorry, Ronnie. Okay, give me a neat graphic. I'm sorry. I love you, brother. All right, now Jessica, that second song, amazing. Okay, who had a better song?
I was just gonna ask you that.
Okay, all right. You want me to take it?
Holly. Just kidding. I'm just throwing you off. No, between her and Josh, right?
Of course. The battle of the song.
Why is it Phil in there? Because this was more simple, or what? You trying to hate on the WGWG?
No. Oh, ooh, nice reference for our WGWG fans.
That's right.
Yeah, white guy with guitar. If you guys want to know what that means. Now, you liked who'd you like? Okay, of the three. Okay, fine. So basically,
Jessica Sanchez. I feel like
let's back it up. So what you're saying
Jessica.
that Holly wasn't in the group of those best songs?
Not compared to the last the last 4 songs.
So you're saying the other 3 are better than Holly? I'm not putting words in your mouth, am I?
No, you're not. You're not. However,
I'm just
the bar that they raised, like Philip raised it, and then Josh was like, "I'm putting it up here," and then Jessica Sanchez, I don't know if it was because it was the last song, and I was already just like in the mood, like this night is crazy. Jessica Sanchez barely beat out Joshua for me. I mean, it was close. They were both ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
It was splitting hairs because after Joshua sang, I said, "There's no way, not even Jessica could beat that song." And then she sang it, and remember what I was talking about Joshua when he was singing? I was pulling back. With Jessica,
you're outside.
Yeah, I was back. I was in the valley. Well, I'm in the valley right now, but I mean, my hand was up after halfway through the song, and I couldn't put my hand down. And this is the one I write with, and I was just like, because I was like stuck in the moment, because she did just okay. Even halfway through the song, I was like, she went so big. She was hitting the notes that were so large. I'm like, where does she go from here? And she did it again.
Yeah, her vocal ability is out of this world. She was perfect. She was perfect in that song.
I even said and I was wondering, sorry, Ronnie, but I wonder what was going through J-Lo's mind, because I guess she's performing tomorrow, right? She's like, I got to follow that.
Yeah, a lot of dancing.
Yeah, a lot of dancing, because wow.
Yeah, so that was my favorite performance of the night. But overall, I mean, Holly brought it tonight, but it was hard. It was hard to bring it when the other people were so good. Yeah. So overall, Jessica Sanchez, best performance for her. I even liked it better than Whitney Houston night.
Really?
I mean, for her, I mean, I just did not expect all the stuff that she could do, because she's getting better and better and better, and she's able to do so many different things with her voice.
You liked it even more than last week's "You Are So Beautiful" to me. I think.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I liked that song, but I didn't think I wasn't as crazy about it as you were.
Yeah, I was going. I was like a little 6th grade girl.
But just I don't even know how you do that. How you sing like that? I don't even understand how she's 16 and just the vocal ability, how she can just do the runs and the falsetto and just like crazy tricks that you can't even think of. I mean, my hats off to not literally again, but my hats off to the American Idol staff too, because the vocal coach and those people are helping them along. So for her and Joshua Ledette, who didn't even make it past auditions last year.
How is that possible?
And has become a superstar overnight.
Right. How is that possible with that guy's vocal talent that they didn't even pick him last year?
It's crazy.
Out of the auditions. He said he was going through a hard time, I guess, with his family or something. I missed it when we were watching it, but even on Joshua on a bad day is better than 98% of the people that we probably see on the show.
Absolutely.
So okay, before we go to break, winner of the night for you.
Winner of the night for me?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Jessica.
All right. Nice.
What about you?
I didn't answer that. Joshua,
yeah, it's very close though.
Yeah, it's splitting hairs. So let's take a little break, and we're going to come back with a neat little game. It's called Idol Me, some news and notes, and of course, our dirty stinking predictions.
Did you say neat?
Did I say neat? I did.
You did. Okay,
sorry.
hit it.
Hey everybody, John Comerford here. I've got my Mad Men with me.
Kevin Undergaro.
Phil Svitek. For all you fans of Mad Men, we're your AfterBuzz TV hosts of Mad Men. Every Sunday right after the show, 9:30, we're breaking down the episode.
You can also check us out on iTunes and YouTube the following morning.
We're going to get into the imagery, the symbolism, the structure. We give you all the information on Mad Men that the other podcasts out there don't.
Very insightful. You're going to love it. Check us out.
Please.
Hello, everybody. We are the LA Complex crew, and we are here with Andre Fuller from the LA Complex, who plays Caldrick King. And you can catch LA Complex every Tuesday night on the CW at 9 o'clock. After that, come to our AfterBuzz TV show, where we do a recap of the LA Complex. We talk about Raquel, we talk about sex tapes, we talk about, relationships, and you can catch us live at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, AfterBuzzTV.com. If you can't catch us live, go ahead and swing over to YouTube the next day. You can rate, you can comment, watch us. iTunes, same thing, download, rate, comment, and we would love to hear your feedback, and we love to support, guys. So please, please, please support us and support the LA Complex. Buzz you later.
Guys, this is the AfterBuzz TV crew for The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Woo! Don't forget to tune in every Monday night at 8 p.m. to see
Adrienne Barrow,
Deanna Vaughn,
Susan Hahn,
Giselle Ugardi.
Buzz you later!
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
All right, we're back, guys. Now, it's time for a little game. It's our special segment. We're calling it Idol Me. What we have in front of us is a stack of papers with someone from the American Idol franchise. It could be Paula. It could be Philip Phillips.
Could it be Brian Dunkelman from the earlier seasons, or does that just not go?
Unfortunately, we do not have time.
We can
for
draw
Ryan
him.
tonight.
We can draw him out if you want.
Yeah, if guys in chat roll, if you want to do like draw something and send us Brian Dunkelman, that'd be great too.
Yeah.
No.
They will.
What's up, Adrian? Guys, Watchtower Base. What's up, kids? All right, Mark's gonna pick a picture. I'm not, and he's not gonna know who it is. I'm gonna tell him who it is, and I've got a minute to interview him, and he's got to be this character. So, Ronnie, you ready?
Ready.
Ronnie, dim the lights, Ronnie.
Okay.
And here we go. God, that was so right. Okay, you're picking one. You can't see it. You can't see it. And I'm gonna tell you who.
Am I upside down?
Yep. You are Colton Dixon. How appropriate.
I am.
All right, we got a minute. All right, Colton.
Yes.
What's going on? All right, what happened? Why did you? First up, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, I just really love everybody on the show,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have a huge career. So. I'm doing good.
So what happened, man? I mean, we thought you were going to be in the finals. What happened? Was it wrong song choice? What?
I wouldn't say that. Like, I just really, I really like the month September, so I thought that it was going to be a good song choice, and unfortunately, it didn't pan out. But I thought I did a good job. I just feel like I let everybody down, but I should have won this whole thing.
All right, now Idol contestants want to know: strawberry, vanilla, or chocolate?
Strawberry, and I should have won this whole thing.
Speaking of strawberry, what about you and Skylar?
Ooh.
Yeah, there's something going on between you two. They've been making this little romance going on.
You keep on asking. You always ask me that.
Yeah.
No, nothing is going on. I mean, we are dating, but nothing is going on, and I should have won this whole thing.
Oh, so promise rings and everything. So you have it here first. AfterBuzz exclusive. Colton and Skylar are dating.
TV
That's correct.
exclusive.
But nothing's happening. All right, Colton, that's our minute. Thank you so much for playing, Colton. And make sure to buy his album on iTunes. And make sure if you buy his album, make sure if you buy his album on Amazon to go through the AfterBuzzTV.com and click the Amazon logo. All right, it's now my turn.
Your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna pick one.
Strawberry?
All right, strawberry.
What if I don't know who it is?
You'll probably know who it is. Okay.
Ooh, hello, J-Lo.
Oh no. This is like the only one I didn't want.
J-Lo. Okay. Usually I agree with everything you say. Actually, I usually don't even. Is that a salsa you're doing right now, or what type of dance is that?
Well, I'm getting ready for tomorrow night's performance. I'm ready to rock this house. Casper and I are gonna turn it up.
Ooh, all right.
He didn't even ask you a question. You already answered.
I'm J-Lo. Excuse me. I can.
I know.
All right. So,
and Ronnie, I love you.
what song are you performing tomorrow?
It's actually the newest track. Actually, we want to keep it as a surprise.
Okay, good.
It's the B-side to our new song, and it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be like tonight. Caliente, passionate, just like I said on the show tonight. Like Joshua, he made me say passionate, pasión, compasión, and that's what I'm bringing to the Idol stage tomorrow night, guys.
Okay.
Really, you didn't want to act that character out? You sound like you're doing a good job at it.
Hey, nice shirt. No, you know, everybody. A lot of people say that you don't sing live and you mostly just dance. Can you give us a little bit of Waiting for Tonight?
I sure can. Sure. Waiting for tonight. Oh.
Oh, right. See, I don't know why
an
people say
interesting
that.
accent you have right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have a little frog in my throat, and actually, I would prefer not to. I will, but make sure you check out my new album. It's dropping any day now.
And I'm gonna go buy your album, J-Lo, through AfterBuzz, Amazon, the whole deal. So
thank you, baby. I love you, baby. That's right. And you gotta give.
There's your exclusive.
Yes, and give some love to Randy and Steven. And Steven and I, we sometimes wear the same blouse, but it's okay because he's got great style and he rocks it like nobody else. I'm J-Lo, and I'm out of here.
Woo! All right. You get another one?
I don't think we have time for another one. Well, I think we lost half our fan base after that. So why don't we just move on to some news and notes?
Yes. What you got over there?
All right.
AfterBuzz TV News.
It's kind of neat that tonight's theme was "It's a man's world" because actually Randy said that it's a guy's world because he was interviewed by 2Fab. 2Fab is this little online hot little Perez Hilton type of style website, and they asked Randy while he was debuting his timepieces. He's got a new watch line exclusively for HSN, and they asked him who would win, and he said it. He said the girls' chances are pretty good, but it's going to be guys once again.
He said that the last 10 years.
No, but did he really? No.
Yeah, look it up.
All right. You guys can look it up. He said it's going to be Joshua and Philip as the finals. So he's picking against Jessica. So
I can see that because with Philip never being in the bottom 3, probably not in the bottom. There's 4 people this week. He'll probably still won't even be in the bottom 4. That's Phil.
That's a good Philip says.
But yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if he's right. He said the money is on the boys. I'm putting my money on the boys.
But he does do that every year.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. For sure. All right, so now what are we gonna do after May 23rd? There's gonna be a little bit of a lull. No more American Idol. Yeah. Duets does start the next day, but there's room for another singing competition. It's kind of hard to believe, really. We have like 14 out there right now. Well, there's a new one by Nigel Lithgow, the executive producer of Idol. He's got a new one, and it is called Opening Act. And what this one does is they're gonna scour the internet. It's going to be Mary J. Blige, Antonio Armato from Rock Mafia, and Nick Cooper, who's a vocal coach. And they're going to scour the internet for great new acts. And what they're going to do is they're going to go to these people's homes. They're going to knock on their door, and they're going to take them under their wing. And for 5 days, they're going to prep them. They're going to give them a solid base so that they can open up for LMFAO, Jason Mraz, or Gym Class Heroes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you got 5 days. So
interesting.
Yeah, before you think it's going to sound like punked, because like, what can you do in 5 days? They're going to give them all the resources. They said they're going to turn them into stars in 5 days.
That's awesome. That's actually a really, really good idea.
Yeah,
because I mean, every other show out there is every other singing show is it's like American Idol, and let's twist it up a little bit. Now it's like made.
It's there you go. It's made, and I mean it's online. You know, you got that online group. So
it's like that. Huge. It's like that girl Carmen. She like did her music, and now she's got a song I was watching on MTV the other day.
She's sick too.
That is absolutely exactly what I was going to bring up. Actually, I was going to bring up Carmen.
Yeah,
you know who else has YouTube music? I mean, this kid Mark Allen happens to have some music online.
Yeah, you should
maybe
check it out.
You know, maybe.
Do they know where I live?
No, where do you
where do you live?
They're knocking my door so they can.
I don't know if those will be the only people knocking on your door. I'm sure most 14 to 26-year-old women will be beating down that door, and some men too. Come on, you have a
thanks. That's very nice of you to say that.
Speaking of which,
sweet guy.
Hey, yeah, but bringing it back full circle. Let's see. Opening act will be on E this coming July. So stay tuned for that.
Who's hosting that?
It's actually
it should be you.
Yeah. No, I was scheduling. Scheduling conflicts.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah, busy guy. Interviewing Carmen, and I'll tell you about that after we do our plugs. Ooh. Oh yes, actually, Olivia Lee is going to be the host of the show. She used to do shows like Battle of the Bods on like Fox Reality and stuff. So she's a British host, so kind of like Kat Deely. So
right, yeah, very cool.
Well, when we have the 19th singing competition, when that gets in development, that's when they should hire JC to host
74th singing competition.
75th,
there we go.
You're right. Yeah. Okay.
On like ESPN 8 or something. On El Ocho. All right, that does it for news and notes, and now let's move it on to our predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz
Randy, why you gotta mess with my mind?
Predictions.
All right.
Oh, and did you find out what the 6 was and the yo on Randy's all these clothing things? I mean, you're a fashion guy, JC, so tell me.
Yo, well, that's just Randy's.
That's common. He's wore that before.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to find out. It was Ryan had a 6 on his lapel.
So did Tyler.
Did you really?
Steven Tyler did too. Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
We're
How come I caught that and you did it? You're like the style guy. Like I'm wearing a hoodie from Target. Like how does this happen?
And you were in there for 7 minutes.
That's exactly what
6 minutes.
Yeah, we were there for 2 hours watching. And Ronnie picks it up. Wow, I'm gonna have to. Thank you for calling me out, Ronnie. Thanks.
I'm sorry.
No, we're gonna find out. On next week's show, or I'll tweet it after tonight what the 6 on the lapels meant. So make sure to follow me on the Everyday Man. I just plugged myself again.
You did, and it worked.
I'm not gonna plug again. I will not. No predictions. Okay, we already said who our winner was for tonight.
For tonight, yeah.
Who's going home, buddy? Who's your top 2? Because they're not doing top 3. I mean,
bottom 2. Bottom 2.
Yeah.
I think the girls are gonna be in the bottom 2.
Really?
I think both girls. I think because Phil is just crazy, and between Joshua and Jessica, I don't know though, man. Because it's
you got it.
I don't even know, but I'm gonna say there's gonna be it's a girl bottom 2. Just because Joshua's been doing pretty well lately, and Jessica went home, but they saved her. So it's anybody's ball game, and I don't know what the heck's gonna happen.
You're sounding like a judge. It's anyone's ball game.
It really is. It really is. I think Holly did really well tonight, especially in the first song, and the second song was good, but not. It was just overshadowed by all the three best performances of the season. So I think Holly is in trouble. Okay. Most of all.
All right, my bottom two. You're gonna be surprised. It's gonna be a change.
It's not.
He already knows all my all my tricks. The bottom two, unfortunately, I think are gonna be the girls. It's gonna be Holly and Jessica, and unfortunately, going home. Okay, I give Holly a sluggish chance to survive.
I think so too.
Because if Jessica leaves, I stand by the fact it's gonna be that first song that sends her home. Yeah. That first song that Jessica sang. But I think it's finally Holly's time to leave. Yeah. It is. It's her time to exit, and she's going to have a fruitful career in front of her. She's going to be fantastic. So
they're all winners.
They're all winners in our book. So that does it for us tonight, guys. So if you're watching us on AfterBuzzTV.com, watching us live, make sure to stick around for a new episode of Revenge. And also, Mark, where can they find you, buddy?
You can find me on Twitter, Mark E. Allen, with Skylar Lane over here. What about you? Where can they find you?
Well, I usually give my Twitter handle, but actually what I'm going to say is check me out on something called In Hollywood TV. It's on YouTube, and I have an interview actually with Carmen. Very cool. Yeah, they did a private song over at Grauman's at the Egyptian Theater, and had a great little interview with them. So keep a lookout for that. And Ronnie, where can they find you, buddy?
They can find me at Ronnie Jr. Media and at AfterBuzz quite a bit. There you go.
Yep, there you go. And that does it for us tonight. For another AfterBuzz American Idol, it's JC and Mark and Ronnie, and we're out.
Peace. From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.